All right, Dr. Z, you are not a victim. Ooh, what does that wording mean to you? Have you ever felt like you were a victim, or where are you at with that one?
Uh, you are not a victim. You are not a victim starts with I am not a victim.
It's kind of a decision.
It is. It's
We
a
can be
mantra.
victimized, but I'm not going to be a victim.
It's a
Gotcha.
mantra. It's something that I don't know. I was forced by life to learn, to repeat to myself, to convince myself.
Yeah.
Uh, Still today, after decades,
Right.
I still have moments that I need to repeat that to myself.
Over and over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
um, yeah. I am not a victim, or you are not a victim. At the end, gives you power. It's
It does.
empowering myself. I don't see this as in a negative connotation. I see it in the positive connotation. You are not a victim means you have the power inside yourself or around you, with your friends, with your community, with the system where you belong, uh, to, I don't know if necessarily fix things. No, we sometimes we cannot fix things or solve everything, but
Right.
to achieve a better situation or
Yeah.
a better position in our life,
Yeah.
or to
Control
remove
what we
ourselves
Yeah,
from
and
where we
control
are.
what we I'm jumping on your words. Control what we can control, let go of what we can't kind of concept.
Love it. Yes,
Mm, okay.
exactly. And I feel like we have been living our lives, and I don't know when this started really. It will be a good sociological study. When did we start saying, okay, we are sad because, or we are suffering, or we are burnout because of the system, or because of my boss? And don't take me wrong, the system in general, not only medicine, and the world is crazy and
The
everything is
struggle is
broken.
real.
Yes, I mean, everything is
Right?
bad, but my bad is, what are we doing as individuals, as groups, as society to
Love it.
change that?
Yeah.
Because yeah, something is broken, I understand, uh, but we can change this position where I am a victim of this and I suffer because of this, and this
Yeah.
cannot be changed to, hey, how do I change this? How do I make this better? How
Yeah,
do I
absolutely.
escape from this because this is not changing and I have to go to another place? Or
Yeah.
have to watch the movie of our life instead of being the editors, right? And write our next chapters. And that's what for me means not to be a victim.
I love it.
I
That's
have days of victim.
excellent.
I have moments
Oh,
of
you are
victim.
you trying to say some days you're human?
I believe that all of us, we are
I
human.
know,
Uh, but
right?
yeah,
It
but
happens.
being a human doesn't mean being a victim. Being a human
Yeah.
means that we will have
It's a choice.
feelings and we will have
Mhm.
challenges and we will have
Yeah.
difficult times and difficult moments.
Right.
And doesn't mean that we have to tolerate everything that happens to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. And admitting that you were a victim, that you were victimized, so to speak, it it doesn't mean you have to live from that place. It's like, with no choice. So to me, the word you're not a victim, or the line you're not a victim, it's like you do have choice when you have choice. How's that? All right. So even when life explodes, oh my gosh, like John Chapelier talks about his gift of devastation, like when he just crashed and burned and lost everything in his life, right? So
Yeah.
we're not a victim even when life explodes. That's at the time when we're really going to start feeling like, why me? And that we are.
And that is so relative, right? Because what is so terrible for me, uh, but it's not necessarily terrible for you. And that depends on our own type of priorities. If you tell me that I will not be able to play soccer anymore, I will be like, okay, tell that to Messi, and that will be a different story, right? That's so uh, things are very relative, and I want to be very careful in this line, because there are situations where people are victims.
Yeah.
We are not talking about those extremes right now. We know that right now in the world there are places where in war or where women are suffering severe abuse,
Absolutely.
not able to go to
People are
school.
victims. Yes.
Yes.
Right.
So that's, for me, that goes in a different category of being
Yeah.
a victim, right?
Sure.
And it's different. I want to clarify that, because
Right.
the different contexts and different situations.
Yeah. And then, so do what you want. What does that mean to you when we're talking about you're not a victim?
Do what you want is for me, again, go after your heart, go after your feelings,
Okay.
go after your core values.
Nice. Yeah. That's a great way to sum that one up. Very good. So how do you feel? I mean, obviously you did it for love to move here, right? And so you did what you wanted. When we do what we want, we also get to be aware that there are outcomes to our choices. And going back to like the idea of no fear, right? It's knowing that certain things might happen. Sometimes we're totally surprised and we couldn't even dream of the outcome. And sometimes the outcome is fabulous and other times it's not. So yeah, do what you want, like outside of fear. Does that make sense?
Makes sense. But yes, do you do what you want comes also with boundaries. Do what
Yeah.
you want, but do not hurt others. Do not do something
Yeah.
illegal, right? I
Like
mean,
what
do what you
outcome do you want? Hurting others? Like most people would say,
want.
no. Okay, well then that's part
No,
of the formula here, isn't it?
yeah,
Very
do
nice.
what you want, but right,
Well,
there are
here's a good one.
certain rules.
Have you ever been to improv class? Because there's an exercise there that is called and. So somebody says a line and then they say and then somebody adds to the story. And so instead of like the but, it's and, because but
And
actually negates what you first said. So then it's like this and that takes you to a juicier level of it, right? And in addition, I love the improv
And
exercise
I
like
love
that.
what you just said, and it looks like you can read my mind, because I was saying the bad a couple of times already, and after that, I was thinking about but so, and I was like, is maybe yet here, or is something extra?
Right?
Because I did one of these trainings where they say do not use but the
Oh,
but
funny.
comes. So
Zig Ziglar said, "How big is your butt?" He spelled both of them BBT. But that's like resistance to sales and being sold to. Okay, anyway, so no one can stop you. Ooh, and it's like really like people have been thrown in jail and they've been stopped. So how is it that no one can stop you? In
even if
what
you go to
respect?
jail,
Yeah.
even if you go to jail and there's a technical stop, a legal stop, you can be there. I mean, it's probably easier to say than to do, but you can be there and you can keep growing and you can
Right.
keep learning and you can keep planning for the future, for
Yep.
a better future, a different future.
And hold on to your vision, right? That's what no one can stop you
Yeah.
except you from holding on to your vision. I mean,
Yeah.
we can go under so much abuse that, someone breaks us and then that's a whole other psychic healing to go through too. It's okay. Someone broke you. So what? Right? You can
Yeah.
still get back to your vision.
Yeah. I feel like even during the worst circumstances, and we have stories from people living in the Holocaust, for example,
Yeah,
right?
that's a good one.
And I apologize for not remembering the correct name of this famous author that survived during the Holocaust and wrote this famous book and explore everything about psychology after that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
cannot remember
That's
right now.
okay. People will chime into the comments like, we're all in this together. We all have our, wait, I can't think of that. It doesn't mean anything. We're all a team and people will fill in the blanks.
Awesome.
Yeah. Because I know who
So
you're talking about and I can't pull up
yeah,
again. That's very
and
demeaning that we can't. And so we'll work on that. However, the rest of you, let us have it in the comments of who
awesome.
that
So
is.
help us.
Thank you. And we can always figure it out later, put it in the comments as well.
And big part of what this book is about, and big part of what these individuals that were able to survive difficult moments in their life and catastrophes, and they develop grow after adversity, and we call it in positive psychology post-traumatic growth.
Right.
So you can even decide how to use adversity in your favor and how to do this positive transformation after severe events. And I'm not saying that this is not difficult or that this doesn't hurt. There are many levels of this, of course.
And when it doesn't happen, it doesn't make you bad. It just is, and deal with it and move on. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you. This has been a fabulous discussion and I appreciate you so much.
Thank you, Linda. Always happy to be with you.
Same here. Bye-bye.